Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. The evening show again, two on a trot, two late shows. Wasn't my fault, but they made me do it. I think probably what I'm going to have to do is set a timeline where we do the late graveyard shift show. So all the disruptions, all the things get dealt with early in the day, and come the evening, the graveyard shift, we get it out the window. But we are back again. We're going to be reviewing the news of today. Yeah, Unai Emery's players making an exit from Arsenal. Is it true? Is there a conspiracy against Unai Emery's players? I don't think so. I hope not. And we're also going to be reviewing the voting that we've done. Yeah, we've always got to think about that. And also come into the live chat. I see my moderator for this show is coming there. What's he said? Has he been a little bit cheeky? He's been a little bit cheeky, isn't he? I've got to strip him of his position as the moderator for Cannon 4 TV. But anyhow, people, we're going to get into the repeat of the morning show right after this music intro. Yeah, welcome to the late, and even more late show. Well, I've given Ashley, my moderator, the ammunition, haven't I? Like a cannon. Anyhow, we are here. We are live. This is not a repeat. We are literally live. It is now 10 minutes to the hour of 8 p.m. I do apologize. I really do apologize. Make sure that you do come into the chat. Subscribe to Cannon 4 TV. Subscribe to Cannon 4 TV. And also come into the live chat. And you can vote. I'm saying that and I've forgotten. What's the vote about? I've forgotten. I've forgotten what the vote's about. Anyway, let's just get into this one, shall we? Just get into this one. Oh my goodness, where is he? Where is he? Lucas Torreira. That's where he is. He's behind me. Arsenal set to complete transfer to close the book on disastrous. Now this is the Daily Mirror saying this. I'm not saying this. Close the book on disastrous £129 million spending spree. Then in parentheses or in brackets, Lucas Torreira. Arsenal are close to seeing Lucas Torreira complete his long-awaited departure from the club, finally, drawing a close to an error-strewn £129 million spending spree. Torreira has no place, it's clear, in Mikel Arteta's plans, instead spending the last 2 seasons out on loan at Atletico Madrid and Fiorentina. It was expected that he would return to the City A club prematurely, but that deal collapsed earlier in the summer over the fee. Ever since the Gunners have been trying to find a new home for the Uruguayan, Arteta needs to cut down his now bloated squad, then sell Granit Xhaka. Anyway, following a busy summer window that has seen 5 players arrive at the Emirates with at least one more signing expected, it appears that they have now finally found a club willing to take Torreira off their hands. Reports from Italy claim that Galatasaray are now in a pole position to sign the 26-year-old and have an agreement over a 3-year contract. Now, the Turkish Super League giants will pay roughly £5.8 million cut price season for the midfielder. If Arsenal ready to accept that bid, it means that the Premier League side will make a £20.2 million loss on Torreira, having bought him for £26 million from Sampdoria in 2008. And boy, must he be thinking, I should have stayed at Sampdoria. Anyhow, Torreira is also one of the last players who signed by Sven Mislintat to leave the Gunners. Sven Mislintat joined Arsenal in December 2017, signed 8 players during his spell. Just named but a few: Pierre Aubameyang, Mavropanos, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Bert Leno, Socrates, Guendouzi, Torreira, and Steven Lichtsteiner. Yeah, all joined during that time. And I'm thinking that I think there's 2 more to go, isn't there? I think Tierney was signed under Unai Emery, and of course the wing of the most this, of the least this, Nico Pepe. But Anyway. So that is the first news segment out of the way. Lucas Torreira making a quick exit, front, center, and right. I don't know. Is the exit at the Emirates to the left or is it to the right? Is it to the left or is it to the right? I don't know. I don't know. Right. And the next news segment is actually we're talking about Unai Emery signings, Nico Pepe, and this is another episode that maybe Arsenal need to put an end to this. The Toon Army would move for Nico Pepe. Nico Pepe would reportedly be open to a move from Arsenal to Newcastle this summer. That's according to Give Me Sports' Dean Jones, who believes the 27-year-old would be more receptive to an approach from Newcastle compared to the other mid-table clubs. Now, whether Newcastle would take up the offer remains to be seen, but Jones thinks a move could be a goer if Dan Ashworth decides to make the move. Now, I think the thinking behind why he thinks that Nico Pepe will go for the not so much the mid-table teams, the rich teams, is because he doesn't see himself as a mid-table team player. Man, you know what? You can't pick and choose, man. You can't literally pick and choose. Can't pick and choose. And the last news segment, sorry to sound so cold, but he can't pick and choose, can he? And the last news segment is in regards to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Also have been unable to find a buyer, apparently. Allegedly, the speculation says for Nottingham Forest linked player Ainsley Maitland-Niles, according reports from the Sun newspaper. I don't like the Sun newspaper. The Guns had hoped to raise over £50 million by selling several first-teamers during the summer, and it was claimed early in the summer that Maitland-Niles was on the radar of Forest. It has since been claimed that Steve Cooper wasn't overly keen to add the player who Arsenal now seemingly are desperate to get rid of. Maitland-Niles has been an Arsenal player for the whole of his career. He's made 132 appearances since rising through the Hell End ranks, and also spent time on loan with Ipswich, West Bromwich Albion, and Roma. Just reading that, I think Ipswich and Forest would be a good move for him, to be honest. Not so much West Bromwich Albion or even Roma. It's difficult to see why Maitland-Niles can't find a club to take him. He's young, versatile, and ultimately he's still got bags of potential. Forest may yet make a move for him, the player who we've tagged as the utility man of modern day football at Arsenal, anyway, at least. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I would far rather he went to play for another team because the same theme keeps continuing. He's not going to get game time, so far rather go and play for a team where they will give you all the game time that you've ever wanted. And also remember, he is supposed to be an England international. I think his England career is in tatters already. I don't know, unless he can get a club to buy him. I don't know. Anyhow, so these have been the news segments coming on Channel 4 TV on this evening show. The late evening show. And I have apologized again. Anyhow, I'm not going to get into it. So let's look into our Twitter feed and see if there have been any comments here. Let's have a look. All right, there's not been any comments here. No comments there. Let me remove this. Okay. And now we can go into the voting. Now, the voting. What was the question I asked? Well, the question I asked, quick. How many players to be sold? I think we'll probably read this for the last time before we move on from this poll. How many players do you think Arsenal can actually sell in the speculation stroke transfer window? We've received 1,200 votes. Thank you. And that's quite indicative of, well, it's not, is it indicative? Because we've got 18,000 subscribers, almost. But it's quite indicative of the numbers of views on each show that I do now. Thank you for that. I'm not complaining. We've had 8 comments and 46 likes. We're 4 short of the minimum. Yeah, let's aim for 50. So these are how the numbers are falling. Again, how many players do you think Arsenal are going to sell in the speculation transfer window. Well, 1% of the subscribers have gone for zero players. 9%, that's 1% up from the morning show, of the subscribers have gone for 2 players to be sold in this speculation transfer window. And still 33% of the subscribers on Canal 4 TV have gone for 4 players to be sold. And still on 57% of the subscribers on Canal 4 TV believe there's going to be 5 players and more. Misguided youth. All right. So I believe we can go now into the live chat and see who has joined us on this short show. My moderator, the Joker with the Moses, is here giving us welcome to the late, even more late Canal 4 TV show. I did apologize. I apologized. Nicholas, good evening. Says Torreira and Guendouzi are both an upgrade on Elneny from both a technical aspect, an impact on the team. I understand that they need to leave and wanted to leave respectfully, to be honest. But Nicholas, let me ask you this question. So, how do you feel about these players? Would you have liked them to remain at Arsenal? The aforementioned Guendouzi and Lucas Torreira. You know, liking a player ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Liking a player ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, I would have liked Lucas, the Pitbull Torreira, to stay at Arsenal, but yeah, the writing's already on the wall. But did you want them to stay at Arsenal? But if I'll not sign another midfielder, then we are going into the season with the rest of Partey's injury record, and Xhaka's disciplinary antics. So you're not a fan even of Granit Xhaka. That's interesting. And as for Pepe, he is better technically than Emil Smith-Rowe. Is he? I don't think he is. Anyway, and Martinelli and Carey is more of a threat than both. Does he? I don't think he does. Technically better than Smith-Rowe. Do you know why I say that? Because look at the end product. You could probably say, well, he hasn't played many games. That's true. But when he has played, I'm thinking, is it unfair for us to compare Smith-Rowe with Pepe? Is he technically better than... I don't think he is, Nicholas. I don't think he is. No, we can debate that, actually. Maitland-Niles should have been sold when Wolves came knocking. Who's that? I said, who's that? Yeah, he should have, innit? And I think at that time was also linked to Southampton and Leicester City, I think. He should have gone. He should have gone at that time. Yeah. Forget about listening to Mikel Arteta. Oh, I can promise you this. I can promise you that. Nah. You should have stuck with your guns, got on the phone to your agent. Oi, agent, I want out. Yeah, but then again, you don't want to be in a situation where, like Jack Wilshere, when he was told, this is documented, he said that, you know, when Unai Emery called him into the meeting, he knocked on the door. Come in, Super Jack. I can't promise you a game time. Oh, Jack. And Jack said, you know, if only I had taken a moment just to think and breathe and not be so fast to get onto the phone to my agent. And he regrets that even to this day. But players want to play. But Maitland-Niles has not had an injury record like Jack Wilshere. So I'm going to say it again, for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I would prefer him to leave Arsenal. And that's not like me being horrible. The player wants to play. It's not going to happen at Arsenal. It's not going to happen at Arsenal. Right. So, people. So I'm just checking if someone's just sent me a message. I don't know why people always send me messages and try to call me whilst I'm live on air. Don't you know I've got better things to be doing than answering the phone? They're unaware. Right. Okay. So whilst you are scratching your head and thinking, what can I type in a live chat? What kind of devious question can I ask Alex? So whilst you are doing that, let me explain what's going to be happening for the next few days. I have received some information, 2 potential placements from my agency, but I'm going to be reading it later on tonight and decide which one I'm going to go for. And let's see how quickly they can get me back in work before I get back to my school. Summer, man. I just noticed actually 9 o'clock. It's starting to get darker a lot earlier now. So, oh my goodness, the summer's almost over. But anyhow, the next few days, I'm going to continue doing morning shows until I've signed the contract. The evening shows will continue right up until Friday. Now, Friday is going to be actually, I'm going to show you this. So whilst I'm speaking, I can actually tell you that, Friday is going to be the return of the Easy Talk, the flagship live show of Canon for the TV, where I am joined by a whole host of contributors. And I've done the artwork. So this is the artwork for the Easy Talk this coming Friday. Yes, we are back. The Easy Talk. There you go. I don't know what I'm doing there. What am I doing? Anyhow, so it's going to be a 7 p.m. kickoff. I'm going to be joined by John the Geezer Gooner, also by Don Larry, and of course the Enforcer making a long way to return. So join me at 7 p.m. where we're going to be reviewing, the transfer window, as well as, seeing, is Gabriel Jesus the missing piece that we've always been, hoping and waiting for? And of course the prediction, because guess what? Friday, we're back in action. We're back in Premier League action against the Eagles. Yeah, Selhurst Park, 8 p.m. So make sure that you do join me. What I always say, make sure that you do subscribe to Canon 40 TV. And some of you don't want to listen to Uncle Alex, and it's fine. It's okay. It's all right. And then on Saturday there's going to be a special show, because I'm going to have my friends out in Central and South America, Jonathan and Josue in Colombia. Yeah, and Aldrich in Costa Rica joining me for a special show on Saturday. Actually, I'm more excited for that show on Saturday than I am for the Easy Talk. I don't know. Why is it? Doesn't matter. So join me specifically on those 2 days. Friday, 7 p.m. UK time for the Easy Talk, and on Saturday, 5 p.m. Yeah, so 7 p.m. Friday and 5 p.m. on Saturday. Put it in your diaries. Make sure that you do subscribe. I'm doing that. There's not a subscribe button there. All right, let's go back into the live chat, I guess, for the last time before I wrap up this one. Ashley says, remember to hit that like button, guys and girls. Smash it again. And also, like we've always said, back in the day when the pandemic hit and I was going live 3 times a day. 3 times a day. We had, Ashley wasn't part of Canon 4 TV then, but my the moderator at the time was Monty, and we were literally, it was incredible. Every live show we did was over 200, then 300, then we went to 600 people watching live at any one time. I was thinking, Alex, don't panic, just remain calm. So people were commenting in the live chat. I couldn't read all the comments because there was so many comments there, but a lot of people were saying, I don't know, Jack Jones. No, I'm Jack. And I'm typing from, I don't know, from Outer Mongolia. I was thinking that's cool. So bear that in mind. If you're typing in live chat for the first time, let us know which part of the world that you are typing from. That'd be cool. Okay. Any other comments? There's no other comments here. Which leads me to believe that we are almost done on this show here. What is this someone sent me here? Okay, that's spam. Spam. Okay, so there's no more comments here that I can see, which is okay, which leads me to believe that I can okay. I'm not going to read that comment out. I'm not going to read that comment out. So, any more comments? Any more comments in the live chat? Just seen something on Twitter. I'm not going to read that comment there. It wasn't aimed at me. It was aimed at Mikel Arteta. I'm not going to read it out. So, come on. Any more comments before I do wrap up this one? Inside 25 minutes, and it's okay. No more comments. Let's have a look here. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Make sure there's no. Okay. So I believe we are finished. We're finished. We're finished. I need to get onto the blower and speak to my brother. I did speak to him this afternoon, and we just kind of reminiscing on all the naughty things that we did as boys. And it so happens that John Guna also got to the same antics as we did. God. It's a small world, man. It's a small world. So until then, I will be back tomorrow morning giving some more live news where we talk about Arsenal-related information, speculation, reports, rumours. Everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. All right, it's just one more actually. Oh, this one just coming from, is it Clifton? Clifton, good evening to you. What's your prediction for Friday? That's a good point actually, because I said I was going to give my prediction earlier in the week, isn't it? My prediction. I'll go for either a 2-1 or 3-1. A 2-1 or 3-1. How's that? Clifton, what's your prediction? What's your prediction for Friday's game? And by the way, I'm not doing any watch longs. I don't know whether my brother's going to be doing a watch long. I know he told me a lot of things. My brother, like, he just tells a lot of things in a short space of time, and sometimes my mind just goes wandering. I think he might be doing. Oh no, he's not doing a watch along. He's not doing a watch along. So I do apologize about that. But what's your prediction, Clifton? I said 2-1 or 3-1. What's your prediction? Quick. So it's Clinton, not Clifton. Clinton. Come on, Clinton. Quickly. My Twitter, let's have a look. It is working. Yeah, it is working. Why? Why do you ask the question? I'll just refresh the page a couple of times. I can still see. So I'm not going to read the tweet that someone said about Arteta. Why did you ask the question, Ashley? Oh no, there's nothing here. I can see it's working fine. Yeah, it's working okay here. Let's have a look here. I mean, all the stuff they show me here is like within the last 15, 20 minutes. But I'm refreshing the page and it seems to be working all right. 23 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Right, so I'm just waiting for Clinton to come back and tell me what his prediction is for Friday. Come on, Clinton. You're not getting away with it. Yeah, no, my Twitter seems to be working all right. Okay. Right. So I guess that Clinton is not going to come back with his prediction. Chicken, Clinton. You asked me the question, but you won't respond to my question to you. It's chicken. Anyhow, people, we're finished here. Enjoy the remnants of, I don't know, your day, your evening, or your afternoon, wherever you are in this world of ours. And you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.